Welcome to teachmeall.com. In this video, we're going to show you how to change the wiper motor on this 1999 Chevrolet Suburban.
That's right. This is actually a pretty common problem with these vehicles. The problem is it doesn't really go out until you're going down the road. The wiper motor heats up. All of a sudden your wipers stop and it's pouring down raining. So for safety's sake, you need to get this fixed if it's causing you a problem.
So now we're going to go over the tools you'll need to do this job properly.
A 10mm socket and ratchet and a 6-inch extension, a short Phillips head screwdriver, a regular Phillips head screwdriver, a regular standard flathead screwdriver, a rubber mallet, a Sharpie, some glass cleaner, a clean rag, and the new wiper motor. And yours may or may not come with a new arm. Now we're going to mark the wiper position on the windshield. Then we're going to remove our wiper arms using our flathead screwdriver. Lift up this tab on the wiper arm and you can wiggle it back and forth and remove it. Do this for both wiper arms. Now we're going to remove the end sections of the cowl cover. It may be easier to lift up the hood just a little bit to get to these. It's one screw and you slide it out. And this will expose another screw under there for the whole cowl cover. This is the passenger side now we're doing. Slide the cover out of the way. As I said, it may be easier to open the hood to get a little more access to it. Be careful not to break it. Now we're going to show you the location of the 8 screws you'll have to remove in order to remove the cowl cover. 6 can be accessed from the outside here. And 2 are accessed under the hood. Using our Phillips screwdriver, we'll start removing the 6 bolts that can be accessed from the outside. Just take your time and make sure you get all 6 loose. The 4 in the middle we didn't actually remove from the cowl cover. We left them in place. Just make sure you don't lose these screws. The ones on the end we removed and put in a safe location. Now we'll open the hood and we'll use our short Phillips head screwdriver to access the remaining 2 screws. Now with the screws removed, we'll lift up our cowl cover and we'll need to remove the windshield washer fluid hose. With that removed, we can slide the cowl cover up out of the way, going over the wiper arm studs. Next, to remove the wiper motor, we're going to go ahead and remove the negative battery cable from the battery using our 8mm box-end wrench. With the cowl cover removed, we can now access the nuts holding our wiper linkages to the wiper motor. We remove these using our 10mm socket, ratchet, and extension. Be careful not to hit the windshield with your ratchet when you're working up here. Now we just loosen up these nuts just enough to slide it off of the wiper linkage. Now these bolts are a little bit rusty. You can always spray some penetrating oil on them like WD-40 or Liquid Ranch. You do not want to break these little studs off. With both linkages removed, we're now going to remove the wiper motor. First, we disconnect the power from the wiper motor. Just kind of pull out on the tabs on this plug. The one on top here, make sure you don't snap it off. Slide it out of the way. Now there are 3 bolts holding the wiper motor to the firewall. Again, using our 10mm socket and ratchet and extension, we remove these 3 bolts. Now with all 3 bolts removed, we can remove our wiper motor. You may have to twist and turn the wiper motor just a little bit to get the arm through the firewall. Make sure your wiper arm on the new motor is exactly like the old motor. If it is not, you can transfer the arm over using a 13mm socket or ratchet and a vise to hold it still. Now we slide our new motor into place. Use our 3 bolts to hold it to the firewall. And don't forget the bottom bolt. It's a little harder to get to. And we'll tighten them up using our 10mm socket, ratchet, and extension. Be careful not to over tighten these. The wiper motor's secured to the firewall. We'll slide our connector back into place and make sure this tab goes back on to keep it from coming loose. We'll slide our linkages back onto the wiper motor, starting with the passenger side linkage, then the driver's side. Then we're going to go ahead and reinstall our wiper arms to make sure our linkages are adjusted correctly. We'll slide the arms into place. Make sure your windshield wiper lines up with a mark on your windshield. If it does, go ahead and tighten down the linkage. Again, using our 10mm socket and ratchet and extension. We're going to do the exact same thing for the passenger side here. If you're having problems getting the wiper arm to slide back into place, you can gently tap it with your rubber mallet. Again, we'll make sure the windshield wiper lines up with the mark on the windshield. If it does, we'll go ahead and tighten down our linkage. Again, be careful not to over tighten these. Now we'll remove our windshield wiper arms again. So we're going to install our cowl cover. We'll slide our cowl cover back into place. Remember to reinstall your wiper fluid hose. Slide the cowl down over the wiper arm studs. Now we can go ahead and reinstall our 8 screws. Here we go. We start with the ones under the hood. Once we get those two under the hood screwed in, we'll go ahead and screw in the 6 access from the outside. Make sure you get all 6 screwed in good. Then we're going to go ahead and reinstall our end pieces. Make sure you get these end pieces installed correctly. Go ahead and screw them down. Again, do this for both sides. Then we're going to reinstall our wiper arms. Again, checking to make sure they line up with the marks on the windshield. Now to remove the marks, we use some glass cleaner and our clean rag. Then we're going to reinstall our battery cable. Now finally, we're going to test out our wiper motor and make sure our wipers are aligned properly.
Well, we hope this video will help you change the wiper motor in your 1999 Chevy Suburban.
Send any comments you may have to comments@teachmeall.com. And as always, thank you for visiting teachmeall.com and have a great day.